What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Flames back at it again with another video. Um, Today we're reading out of Leviticus chapter 3 and 4. A lot of people say Leviticus is apparently the most boring book in the Bible. Um, it's mostly just talking about rules and laws at the times of the Old Testament. Um, yeah. So, you know, but every part of the Bible is important. This stuff is important. It's equally important. The most important thing is the salvation of Jesus, but this whole book is here for a reason. The book of Leviticus is here for a reason. So, these might not be the most entertaining stories or episodes, but, you know, it is a part of this book, and we're going to go through this whole book. So, therefore, we are reading the book of Leviticus. But yeah, I'm going to just, kind of, I might do another video later. I want to get to this book. I'm going to keep the book. So we're gonna read chapters 3 and 4 for this video. So we can end up getting into Numbers and and the book's over. Oh, I'm a little tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. Pretty sleepy. I'm probably full right now. Not doing too well, but gotta get these videos out for you. So yeah, let me stop. Yeah, let's get right to it. Chapter 3. If his offering is a sacrifice of peace offering, if he offers an animal from the herd, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Lord, and he shall lay his hand on the head of the offering and kill it at the entrance of the tent meeting. And Aaron's sons, the priest, shall know the blood against the sides of the altar. From the sacrifice of the peace offering, as a food offering to the Lord, he shall offer the fat covering, the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails and the two kidneys and two kidneys with the fat that is on them out the loins, and the long lobe of the river that he shall remove with the kidneys. Then Aaron's sons shall burn it on the altar on top of the burnt offering, which is on the wood of the fire. It is a food offering with a pleasing aroma to the Lord. If his offering for a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord is an animal from the flock, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish. If he offers a lamb for his offering, then he shall offer it before the Lord. Lay his hand on the head of his offering, and kill it in front of the tent of the meeting. And Aaron's son shall throw its blood against the sides of the altar. Then from the sacrifice of the peace offering, he shall offer as a food offering to the Lord its fat. He shall remove the whole fat tail, cut off close to the backbone, and the fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the two kidneys with the far that is on them, at the loins, and at the long robe of the river, that he shall remove with the kidneys. And the priest shall burn it on the altar as a food offering to the Lord. If his offering is a goat, then he shall offer it before the Lord, and lay his hand on its head, and kill it in front of the tent of meeting. And the sons of Aaron shall throw its blood against the sides of the altar. Then he shall offer from it, as his offering for a food offering to the Lord, the fat covering the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the two kidneys from the fat on them at the loins, and the long robe of the river of the liver that he shall remove from the kidneys. And the priest shall burn them on the altar as a food offering with a pleasing aroma. All fat is the Lord's. Shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, in all your dwelling places, that you eat neither fat nor blood. Um, for some reason, I'm not 100% sure why, but this isn't applicable. Any like the fat or blood. Uh, like I mean, obviously you're not supposed to like drink blood, but like the fat of an animal. I forget why. something to do with Jesus. I believe that you're able to eat fat now, like on like a steak or something. But I'm not really sure why. But I know that it is okay now. Pretty sure. I feel like I would have known if it wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. Laws for sin offerings. And mind you, these offerings are not were covered by the blood of Jesus. That is the offering. So this is all old stuff. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, If anyone sins unintentionally in any of the Lord's commandments about things not to be done, or if he and does any one of them, if it is the anointed priest who sins, thus bringing guilt on the people, he shall offer for the sin that he has committed a bull from the herd without blemish to the Lord for a sin offering. He shall bring the bull to the entrance of the tent of meeting before the Lord, and lay his hand on the head of the bull, and kill the bull, and bring it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You need to wake up. Can you stop your alarm? No, you're fine. I just didn't want your alarm to go off. Um, shall bring a bull to the entrance of the tent before meeting the Lord, and lay his hand on the head of the bull, and kill the bull before the Lord. And the anointed priest shall take some of the blood of the bull, and bring it into the tent of meeting. And the priest shall dip his finger in the blood, and sprinkle part of the blood 7 times before the Lord, in front of the veil of the sanctuary. And the priest shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar of fragrant incense before the Lord that is in the tent of meeting. And all the rest of the blood of the bull he shall pour out at the base of the altar burnt offering in that is at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And all the fat of the bull of the sin offering he shall remove from it, the fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the long robe of the river that he shall remove with the kidneys, just as these are taken from the ox, the sacrifice of the peace offerings. And the priest shall burn them on the altar of burnt offering. But the skin of the bull and all its flesh, with its head, legs, and entrails, and its dung, all the rest of the bull, he shall carry out the side of the camp to a clean place, to the ash heap, and shall burn it up on a fire of wood. On the ash heap it shall be burned up. If the whole congregation of Israel sins unintentionally, and the thing is hidden from the eyes of the assembly, and they do not do one of these things that by the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, and they realize their guilt, when the sin they have committed becomes known, the assembly shall offer a bull from the herd for sin offering, and bring it to the front of the tent of meeting. And the elders of the congregation shall lay their hands on the head of the bull before the Lord, and the bull shall be killed before the Lord. Then the anointed priest shall bring some of the blood of the bull into the tent of meeting, and the priest shall dip his finger in the blood and sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord in front of the veil. And he shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar that is in the tent of meeting before the Lord, and the rest of the blood he shall pour out at the base of the altar of burnt offering that is on the entrance of the tent of meeting. And all its fat he shall take from it and burn it on the altar, and burn on the altar. Thus shall he do with the bull, as he did with the bull of sin offering. So shall he do with this, and the priest shall make atonement for them, and they shall be forgiven. And he shall carry the bull outside the camp, and burn it up as he burned the first bull. It is a sin offering for the assembly. When a leader sins, doing unintentionally any one of the things that by the Lord's commandments of the Lord his God ought not to be done, and realizes his guilt, or the sin which he had committed is known to him, he shall bring as his offering a goat, a male without blemish, and shall lay his hand on the head of the goat and kill it in the place of which they kill the burnt offering before the Lord. It is a sin offering. Then the priest shall take some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger and put it on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and pour out the rest of its blood at the base of the altar of burnt offering. And all its fat shall burn on the altar, like the fat of the sacrifice of peace offerings. So the priest shall make atonement for him in his sin, and he shall not be forgiven. Or shall not, shall be forgiven. My bad. He shall be forgiven. If any one of the common people sins unintentionally in doing one of the things that by the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, and realizes his guilt, or the sin which he has committed is made known to him, he shall bring for his offering a goat, a female without blemish, for his sin which he has committed, and he shall lay his hand on the head of the sin offering, and kill the sin offering as a place of burnt offering. And the priest shall take some of its blood with his finger, and put it on the horns of the altar of the burnt offering, and pour out all the rest of its blood at the base of the altar. And all its fat he shall remove, as the fat removed from the peace offerings. And the priest shall burn it on the altar for a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And the priest shall make an atonement for him, and he shall be forgiven. If he brings a lamb as his offering for a sin offering, he shall bring a female without blemish, and lay his hand on the head of the sin offering, and kill it for a sin offering in the place where they kill the burnt offering. Then the priest shall take some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger, and put it on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and pour out all the rest of its blood at the base of the altar. And all its fat he shall remove, as the fat of the lamb is removed from the sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall burn it on the altar, on top of the Lord's food offerings. And the priest shall make atonement for him for the sin which he has committed, and he shall be forgiven. Okay, that'll be it for today's video. If I feel like it, I might make another one later. Like I said, just really trying to get through this book, so we can get back to the main plot, the story. Um, but yeah, I really appreciate y'all for watching. If you watched this far into the video, I commend you. Um, and yeah, I'm catch y'all either later today or probably most likely tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. So peace.